There we go. Welcome to ACIM Talks, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy to have you here. Like I was saying before, it feels like family, and I look forward to seeing you guys every week, and I hope that the feeling is mutual. Uh, Our agenda, as usual, is split into two parts. And we're starting tonight with our Oracle Workbook selection, and that is lesson 34. And then we get to pick up on the Kybalion and its discussion of the mental universe. So I'm excited by that topic, and no less so with taking a look again at workbook lesson 34. Hi, Laverne.
Hi,
Welcome.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you
Hi,
for being here. We
hey, Brian.
we just
Man,
started recording
so
and just starting the
do the guard.
agenda. Yeah. So I'll give you a chance to say hello to everybody and everybody say hello to you. And why you looking all smiley face tonight, especially looking lovely and just, oh my God, did you just leave a social event or?
No, I'm just coming to a social event.
All right. I like your attitude.
Smart answer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
one.
Thank you for bringing that smile here with us, Laverne. We
All
are
right.
starting in the Oracle Workbook selection, lesson 34, and it's on page 51. Um, so why don't we get readers together to do that? I have Sherilyn as our first reader. Hilda's not reading. Ron is 2. Kathleen's not reading. Nancy's 3.
Well,
Joan's not
I'm not
reading,
reading.
right? Oh,
Right.
Nancy's not reading. Joan's not reading. Laverne is 3. And Jim is 4. How does that sound? Should I go over it again or what?
No, that's good.
Everybody's good? All right. We got our mighty readers selected. And oh, Dee is here. Yay! Let's get her in here. She's coming, I think. Hey, how are
Hi,
you?
everybody. Good evening. I'm
Hi.
good.
Hi.
Good.
Welcome. Good to see you. We
Thank you.
are just getting started, and of course, you know we're recording. Do you have your Course in Miracles book? That's where we're starting tonight.
Okay.
Um, Are you familiar, Dee, with our Oracle workbook selections? We came together and we wanted to get 10 lessons to read from lessons 1 through 50. So we came together and queried the Holy Spirit about which lessons we should read. And the Holy Spirit responded. And so we have our 10 lessons.
Mhm.
And I think tonight we're on the 5th lesson of the 10. And that's lesson 34. And it's on page 51 if you have your Course in Miracles book. Would you like to read also? Is that okay for you? So you'll be reader 4, So it's gonna go Sherilyn is 1, Ron is 2, Laverne is 3, D is 4, and I'll be reader 5 if we get that far. Uh, and
I'm
with
sorry.
that
What
said,
page? I'm sorry, I forgot. What
sure,
lesson did you say? I'm
it's
sorry,
34 on
34.
page 51. Excuse me. Everybody there?
I am.
You're right. How about you, Laverne?
Yes, I'm there.
All right. Sherilyn, you ready? Please.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Okay. Lesson 34. I could see instead of this. The idea for today begins to describe the conditions that prevail in the other way of seeing. Peace of mind is clearly an internal matter. It must begin with your own thoughts and then extend outward. It is from your peace of mind that a peaceful perception of the world arises.
Thank you. Ron?
Number 2, 3 longer practice periods are required for today's exercises. 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening are advised, with an additional one to be undertaken at any time in between that seems most conducive for readiness. All applications should be done with your eyes closed. It is your inner world to which the applications of today's ideas should be made.
Thank you. Um, I don't know whether to stop or not to see if there are any comments so far. How we doing?
Good.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Laverne, it's your turn.
Some 5 minutes of mind searching are required for each and for the longer practice periods. Search your mind for fear thoughts, anxiety provoking situations, offending personalities or events, or anything else about which you are harboring unloving thoughts. Note them all casually, repeating the idea for today slowly as you watch them arise in your mind, and let each one go to be replaced by the next.
And D.
All right.
Mhm.
If you begin to experience difficulty in thinking of specific subjects, continue to repeat the idea to yourself in an unhurried manner without applying it to anything in particular. Be sure, however, not to make any specific exclusions. And then, is that the same paragraph?
Uh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're all done. Somehow my mind floated away to something. Let me read the next one. Paragraph 5. The shorter applications are to be frequent and made whenever you feel your peace of mind is threatened in any way. The purpose is to protect yourself from temptation throughout the day. If a specific form of temptation arises in your awareness, the exercise should take this form. I could see peace in this situation instead of what I now see in it. And then we're back to Sherilyn White. This is the last paragraph.
If the inroads on your peace of mind take the form of more generalized adverse emotions, such as depression, anxiety, or worry, use the idea in its original form. If you find you need more than one application of today's idea to help you change your mind in any specific content, try to take several minutes and devote them to repeating the idea until you feel some sense. of relief. It will help you if you tell yourself specifically, I can replace my feelings of depression, anxiety, or worry, or my thoughts about this situation, personality, or event with peace.
So let's do the long meditation along with this lesson, and then hold a discussion to see if we've been through this lesson before, but let's see if anything else of value comes out of our discussion of this. Let's do the meditation period first. I could see peace instead of this. Let me put a little something on in the background for us. And just reflect, and if you would, do the exercise as described. Just think of difficult situations. Just do it impassionately. And just look upon those situations and just remind yourself there's an alternative, that you can see peace instead of this. I could see peace instead of this. I guess this refers to those events that you were reviewing mentally, right? Those things that are troubling that might be going on in your life. Did any of you reflect on did anything come to mind that instead of that, you could see peace? Any examples? I don't need to know what it was, but did anything cross your mind at all?
Yeah,
I think
something. Mhm. Go ahead.
some of the things that I deal with on a daily basis here are little things that I really need to uh, overcome. And this would be a good practice for that.
Mhm. Uh, but you don't know what the practice is. If we're these lesson titles are telling the story apart from the explanation. Look at lesson 33. It says there is another way of looking at the world. And
Yes.
then it in 34 it tells you what the way is, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Laverne, you had a comment also, or did you
Well,
forget?
no, I just had a lot of guilt for an event that I had raised my hand to facilitate, and then some things came up and I wasn't able to
Mm-hmm.
do it. And
Mm-hmm.
so I kept feeling guilty because I'm like, I said I would do it, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. And then I
Uh,
felt guilty about it.
so it's you looked at it and you said to yourself, since it was a specific, I guess, I could see peace in this situation instead of what I now see. That's what the lesson asked us to do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In fact, that's
Mhm.
all the lesson asked us to do is to look at situations and say, instead of it being a trouble, seeing it as troubling, whether it's guilt, fear, stress, anxiety, whatever, I could see peace instead of this. To me, that's what Jesus is asking us to do in this lesson.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's all that is being asked at this point. But how can I see peace instead of this? Isn't that a logical next question?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember, this course is a progression for us, isn't it?
Yes.
So he's going to start telling us how in lesson 35. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. Well, what does that have to do with seeing peace? Well, maybe we gotta read more. We have to study more. Maybe take a look at the upcoming lessons. And their purpose is to train us how to see peace instead of troubled situations.
Mhm.
Forgiveness, I think that would, for me, the biggest one is to be able to forgive myself for
Sure.
be, beating up on myself for not being able to keep
Okay.
that commitment.
But why should I stop beating up on myself? You might also ask. Why? What's the justification for not beating up on myself? That would be my common sense. So explain this to me, why I'm able to see peace instead of this. Okay, I believe you that, okay, you have a lot of credibility, but tell me more so I can see what the process is for going from how I see things now, troubling things, to resolve them into seeing something from a peaceful point of view. That's some feat. It's miraculous, isn't it?
If we change our thoughts from fear thoughts to love thoughts,
Yeah.
that'll help us to be more
Yep.
peaceful.
Yep.
On
That's what I was
what
gonna say.
basis can you change from fear thoughts to love thoughts?
Start
What's
off
the,
by loving myself and then loving everybody else.
but why?
It feels
Why?
good. It feels good. It
Well,
feels right.
Yay.
all right.
Right.
And so what we're getting into, I agree. It feels better and all of that. But
I,
I'll jump ahead and I'll just put it out there. Kathleen, I hear you chiming
yeah.
in.
I was just going to say, I remind myself that I have a choice
Why
because
do I
I am
have a
whole.
choice?
Because I'm whole, and if I live from that place of my wholeness, then I have a choice to only see love or only see peace.
So, lesson 67, love created me like itself. And it says God is love. So I'm like God. I'm like God. I'm an expression, a creation of love itself. That's why I can see peace instead of this. What do you think?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's back to the old adage, know thyself. And if I would know myself, I would have no trouble. All my troubles would be seen in the proper light. They're wild imaginings of a mistaken idea about myself.
Mhm.
If I simply, because of who I am, because of what I am, that's why I could see peace instead of this. That's the key to the whole thing, isn't it? What am I?
Innocent.
If
That's
if
child.
I'm all there is and love is all there is, what can these other things be but wild imaginings? They look really real, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's because of what was used to make them. I use my God-given mind to miscreate as though I weren't love itself. What are your brothers and sisters?
They're also love.
It's hard to fit trouble into a reality like that where it's love upon love. All else is misguided. I'm sorry, I had to pause. I'm thinking about what we're going to be reading tonight in the Kybalion in a little while. But that's kind of what came to me as we reflect again on lesson 34 as one of our oracle selections tonight. Other comments from anyone about this lesson? Remember, it's leading us into the bulk of the lessons, isn't it?
Mhm.
And it said, there is another way of seeing the world. Well, what's the other way? I could see peace instead of what I'm seeing now. Well, what makes you able to do that? By remembering what I am. I'm invulnerable, unassailable, because I am what God is. And that's all I can be, since that's what I was created from. Now, is that true or not? I have no idea. But I take it on good faith based on sages and commentary and all these things about know thyself. And when I do, I start seeing differently. Remember back, was it lesson 31 maybe? It said, I am not the victim of the world I see.
Mhm.
I have invented the world I see. Therefore, there is another way of looking at the world. I invented this one. How did I do it? Using my gift. What's my gift? Thought power. Now we're into mentalism, aren't we?
Yes.
So remember, this whole lesson, lesson 34, was to be done with our eyes closed. So the whole world we looked at was mental. And that's where this whole lesson was geared. You didn't even have your eyes open for this exercise. Comments before we move on? So I hope, doing these, our oracle selections are giving us a second or maybe third or fourth chance to really get not only this lesson, but to help us to see the technique being used to teach us on these workbook lessons day by day. We good?
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Jim?
please.
When when I start feeling guilty about stuff, I remind myself that it's the ego trying to survive and act up, and it's testing me because I feel like, oh, when we did this meditation, it was just like, man, I forgot how good it feels to meditate because I haven't been doing that for so long. And the music selection you chose was excellent.
Thank you.
And in the past, I've always felt I would beat myself up like, oh, I should be meditating. I should be doing this. And then I got to release that. I just start forgiving myself, forgive that, because I recognize it's the ego's way of that guilt is still the ego grabbing me back. And it's like, that doesn't make me feel good. It makes me not peaceful. It makes me anxious. It makes everything but the opposite of what I want. So I just give myself
Grace.
grace. Yeah, because I talk about this with my friends all the time. We talk about our spiritual practices and how we should be doing more and all this. And it's like, just let it go. It's okay. We're doing the best we can right now, and it's okay. If I get into all that, what should, could, then that's the ego pulling me back,
Yeah,
because they don't want to die.
it's kind of making, let me start here to get the discussion. It's making a bad situation worse when you add guilt to it. If you didn't have enough with dealing with the situation, it got even more complicated when you added guilt on top of it. Do you see? So whenever I'm feeling guilty, I want to let that go. And it'll be a lighter situation to deal with without the compounding effect of guilt. Everything's all right. If I didn't do it today, keep the desire and intention and get to it when you're led to. What do you think, Laverne?
I'm touching and agreeing.
All right. Nancy, you good with this so far? Good to have
I
you here.
I appreciate the example that Laverne gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
sharing that, Laverne.
I can usually count on spirit to get some folks to help. And I can't tell you how many times one of you will pipe up with just the right contribution to have a stimulating discussion. We just lost Kathleen. Maybe she'll be back in a minute. Anyhow, you want to move on now? I thought that was helpful.
That's good.
Very
Sherilyn,
helpful.
were you going to say something or are you good?
No, I just said it was good
All right.
what we
And
did.
Kathleen's back. She must have got kicked out some kind of way. Oh, we can see her, I think. Hi.
Oh, yeah, no, not quite.
All right. Well, we're getting, I'm just glad you were able to get back in,
Yeah,
Kathleen.
I don't know what I did. I just kind of disappeared.
Well, I saw you on the screen or your room there briefly, but
Yeah.
as long as you're back in, we were just getting ready to move on. So Kathleen and everybody go to the Kybalion. We're on page 35. And that's called the mental universe. And Ron, did you get Sherilyn was our last reader, was
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
So we're
I
up
think
to
so.
Ron to get us started with the mental universe, chapter 5.
Survive the mental universe. The universe is mental, held in the mind of the all, the Kybalion. The all is spirit, but what is spirit? This question cannot be answered for the reason that its definition is practically that of the all, which cannot be explained or defined. Spirit is simply a name that men give to the highest conception of infinite living mind. It means the real essence. It means living mind as much superior to life and mind as we know them, as the latter are superior to mechanical energy and matter. Spirit transcends our understanding, and we use the term merely that we may find or speak of the all. For the purposes of thought and understanding, we are justified in thinking of spirit as infinite living mind, at the same time acknowledging that we cannot fully understand it. We must either do this or stop thinking of the matter at all.
So a good place to stop and see where we are. Comments from you, kind of this first long paragraph. They're all long here, but I have a question. Okay. It's where it talks about, let's see if I can get this right. See if you can find where it's kind of near the top. Spirit is simply a name that men give to the highest conception of infinite living mind. Y'all with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
It means the real essence. It means living mind. Spirit means living mind, right? Am I good so far?
Yes,
Where
that
it
is.
says it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Spirit, excuse me, spirit means living mind, as much superior to life and mind as we know them, as the latter are superior to mechanical energy and matter. You knew I was going to bring that one up, right? Did you understand that?
Not
Because
really.
I did not. Anybody? What's the latter? Do you see, as much as the latter are superior to mechanical energy and matter?
Mm-hmm.
What's he referring to as the latter? I don't want to belabor it if you don't know, but I
Is
didn't
it
understand.
is it mine? He's talking about mine.
Well,
Or the real essence?
spirit means living mind, as much superior to life and mind as we know them, as, what'd you say? Whoever said it?
I said mine.
As the mind are superior to mechanical energy and matter. Maybe. Other suggestions that might work. Spirit transcends our understanding as we use the term merely that we may think or speak of the all. And if you'll remember from the last chapter, the discussion of the all, remember he did not like, ooh, he liked religion and philosophy and did not like theology and
Yeah.
whatever one. Remember we talked about that last time?
Yes.
All right. So here, I wrote it, I thought. Well, I can't find it now, but all right, so let's keep going. Uh, but what I'm getting at is we have to acknowledge we're incapable of understanding the all, and incapable of and as well incapable of understanding spirit.
Yes.
Okay, well, I can agree to that because they're making comparisons of spirit to the infinite living mind in that, or the same as the all. So spirit is another word for the all. What do you
Yes.
think?
It,
Yeah?
could,
All
it
right.
could be.
All right. Any thoughts from you, Hilda?
Well, I think it's just words. But personally, I mean, I could just as easily take the all as talk about God.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So you're finding that this generally the words are somewhat interchangeable.
Mhm.
right. I mean,
Okay.
these are different words of the same thing.
Right.
Okay. I could
Mm.
go along with
The
that.
course tells us in the beginning of the book that we do not understand love, and that's an interchangeable word. God is love,
Yeah, yeah,
love is God, and it says we don't understand it and do not try.
yeah.
Just try to remove the barriers that keeps
Yes.
us from
That's
love.
the first page in A Course in Miracles, right?
Right. So this
Okay.
sounds pretty much the same. It sounds like it's saying pretty much the same thing.
All right. And the caveat with all of those names is we can see it is unknowable.
Right.
It's not, we cannot understand it, whether we call it spirit or the all or infinite mind, whatever, we can at least agree it's not understandable to us with our small minds.
Right.
We got a consensus here.
Yeah.
Yes.
You with us, Kathleen, too, on this?
Yep.
All right, good deal. So, with that said, we can go on to Laverne for the next section. Let us now proceed, right?
Right. Let us now proceed to a consideration of the nature of the universe as a whole and in its parts. What is the universe? We have seen that there can be nothing outside of the all. Then is the universe the all? No, this cannot be because the universe seems to be made up of many and is constantly changing. And in other words, it does not measure up to the ideas that we are compelled to accept regarding the all, as stated in our last lesson. Then if the universe be not the all, then it must be nothing. Such is the inevitable conclusion of the mind at first thought. But this will not satisfy the question, for we are sensible of the existence of the universe. Then, if the universe is neither the all nor nothing, what can it be? Let us examine this question.
So, a good place to pause, right? Did y'all bring your Tylenol with you? You ready? We get in the Tylenol zone. Uh, yeah,
Uh,
there probably aren't a lot of folks studying this stuff, so let's see how we do. Questions, comments so far on what Laverne just read?
mm. So yeah, if all is all, then how could the universe be excluded from the all?
Right.
I,
Right.
And yet, is the universe the all?
Mm,
Or is the universe some sort of subset created by the all?
Yeah. I think the universe is part of the all. The all is everything, so that would include the universe.
I would think
Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, comments.
makes
Well,
sense to me.
Yeah, so then there must, what else is beyond the universe? Because
I mean, so the science,
Nothing.
where the universe, the thing about the universe, I think they're saying that somewhat disqualifies it from being the all, is that the universe seems to have discrete objects and manifested things and stars and galaxies and forms. And they
But I
keep
think
changing. Yes.
I just want to say, I mean, it all depends how we define it. But if we're talking about the universe as in science we understand it, this is really just a part because there are many other universes somewhere out
Yeah,
there.
all right.
You
The
know?
multi-universe theory. Let
Right.
me,
So,
I'm
so if you
sorry,
look
go
at it,
ahead.
I mean, so if you look at it as just yeah, I mean, anything that we can or that we think of as kind of physical in some way, it's got to be part of something else,
Yeah, yeah. Because
you know.
it's a manifest, it's an object.
Right.
Here's a good analogy. Does the sky ever change?
The sky
No,
always changes.
Yes.
Everything changes all the time.
Yeah.
Uh, are you sure the sky changes, or do different things appear in the sky? Or does the sky itself change? Or is the sky simply a whiteboard upon which things appear?
It's probably all of the above what you said.
Okay.
It
The
doesn't have
thing,
to be exclusive.
the things that appear are there for a period of time. They move. They move around within the sky, don't they?
Right.
Yes.
Clouds come and then they pass, but does the sky change?
again, I say no, because it's the things that come into the sky that give it its
Okay.
appearance of changing.
Yes.
But those things are there on a temporary basis, I believe.
Yes. Their appearances in the sky. So I'm wondering, is that a good analogy of the relationship of the all to the universe? The all being the sky upon which the universe or universes manifest.
I kind of
Oh
look at it
boy.
the other way around.
Go ahead, dear.
Uh, when we're talking about the sky, I think about it a little bit like of a telescope, and you see a very small portion of something. So by definition, then there is probably and depending on which way you turn that telescope, you see another portion of something. So to me, I mean, that's the way
Another portion of what?
The all.
That's my point that I'm
yeah,
trying to make. Okay. If you look here, it's cloudy. If you look here, it's sunny. But what is the backdrop for cloudy or sunny or rainy or snowy
Darkness.
or stars or planets? What is the background? What is
Universe.
the milieu within which they appear?
The
There,
sky.
The universe or the sky.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's an analogy, isn't it?
The ether. It's
The
Yeah.
the ether.
creation. We're
So
the
you'll hear a
creation of the whole.
mention the
Mhm.
principle of correspondence, as above, so below. So we could speak of the all as the sky, looking at it on a different level. It's like what the sky is to the weather conditions, the all is to the universe.
The all created the universe, the sky, and
And
whatever.
things that move and change, but the sky doesn't change. It just has different manifestations, creations. How am I doing?
Yeah,
Good.
Good.
yeah.
Okay, let's hope Jim's right. Let's see. You ready to move on?
Mhm.
We got
Sure.
a few more minutes here tonight. Uh, who's our next reader and where are we? I think we're up to D.
Oh, I thought he was reading in the middle.
Didn't Laverne read?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
did. I just finished. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm
So,
after Laverne. Okay.
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
but where the heck are we?
Oh, dear.
If
Oh,
the
The
I got,
universe
universe,
exists at all or
all
seem to
right.
exist,
yeah.
that's where we are.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. I'm with you now, D. Mm-hmm.
If the universe exists at all, or seems to exist, it must proceed in some way from the all. It must be a creation of the all. But as something can never come from nothing, from what could the all have created it? Some philosophers have answered this question by saying the all created the universe itself. That is, from the being and substance of the all. But this will not do, for the all cannot be subtracted from, nor divided, as we have seen. And then again, if this be so, would not each particle in the universe be aware of its being the all? The all could not lose its knowledge of itself, nor actually become an atom, or blind force, or lowly living thing. Some men, indeed, realizing that the all is indeed all, and are and also recognizing that they, the men, existed, have jumped to the conclusion that they and the all were identical, and they have filled the air with shouts of "I am God," to the amusement of the multitude and sorrow of sages. The claim of the corpuscle that "I am man" would be modest in comparison.
Okay. So have we gotten to an answer yet
No.
as to this definition of the all infinite mind or spirit? I thought we were, I don't think the answer's there quite yet. What do y'all
No,
think?
no.
Not not
All
quite to
right.
my understanding.
All right. Let me read a little bit and delve a little bit further. I am definitely intrigued now. But what indeed is the universe if it be not the all, yet and not yet created by the all, having separated itself into fragments? Huh?
Right.
Okay.
Sounds crazy. Okay.
Let me start over. But what indeed is the universe if it be not the all, not yet created by the all, having separated itself into fragments? What else can it be? Of what else can it be made? Speaking of what's it, the universe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
What else can What else can the universe be? Of what else can the universe be made? This is the great question. Let us examine it carefully. We find here that the principle of correspondence, see lesson 1, comes to our aid here. The old Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, may be pressed into service at this point. Let us endeavor to get a glimpse of the workings on higher planes. Let us endeavor to get a glimpse of the workings on higher planes by examining those on our own. The principle of correspondence must apply to this as well as to other problems. Can we do one more paragraph?
Mhm.
All right, because I'm getting excited here now. Sherilyn, let us see.
Okay.
You see that?
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Let us see. On his own plane of being, how does man create? Well, first, he may create by making something out of outside materials. But this will not do, for there are no materials outside of the all with which it may create. Well, then, secondly, man procreates or reproduces his kind by the process of begetting, which is self multiplication accomplished by transferring a portion of his substance to his offspring. But this will not do because the all cannot transfer or subtract a portion of itself, nor can it reproduce or multiply itself. In the first place, there would be a taking away, and in the second case, the multiplication or addition to the all, both thoughts being an absurdity. Is there no third way in which man creates? Yes, there is. He creates mentally, and in so doing, he uses no outside materials, nor does he reproduce himself, and yet his spirit pervades the mental creation. Ooh.
Comments.
Well, I was thinking about principle number 12 about miracles of thoughts. Thoughts can represent the lower or body level of experience or the higher or spiritual level of experience. One makes the physical and the other creates the spiritual. So that connects to the Course in Miracles somehow. There, well, I mean, he's saying that, that the physical cannot create, that form cannot create. So only thoughts can create. And it's the same thing it says in the Course in Miracles, but it still doesn't explain the all.
So whether it's physical or spirit, according to principle 12, they're both made by thoughts.
Right.
Their genesis is a mental genesis. Their origins are coming from thought. So it's called thought power. And it can be used in one way or it can be used in another. Lower level ones create the physical. The higher ones, what did it say about the higher ones? You've got them almost memorized there.
Now I'm just reading it out the book.
Oh, okay.
The higher or spiritual level of experience. One is higher. One makes the physical, and the other creates the spiritual.
All right. So there's an analogy there again. And we're talking about ways that we, like during meditation, are we creating
Mhm.
or making, to use the course's terms. So we're going to close out for tonight here, but I like this book because it goes really deep, but it's so well written in how it ultimately is explaining it that I can kind of follow it. And Lord, does it offer some stimulating thinking?
Well,
How are you feeling about what we're doing here?
well, again, like I said, to me that, he creates mentally, says the same thing in the course. I see, I see that connection right there, that
So,
um
go ahead, Laverne. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no. And
You all
it's
done? Yeah.
yeah, spirit.
So,
Then I'm reading in his spirit, and this is in the Kybalion. His spirit pervades the mental creation. I guess I would have to keep reading to kind of
yeah.
understand. Yeah.
So we're still early on in this little book, okay? I think it's a total of 15 chapters. We're in chapter 5. And yet we've seen already a lot of things that seem to correspond to A Course in Miracles here. Or is this just the observer effect of me trying to see correlation? Uh, are you seeing some too, aren't you? It's not just Reverend Jim over here. All
Right.
right. All right. So maybe we're in the realm of truth telling. From different points of view, we're hearing the same sorts of truth. We got a lot more to do, though, so why don't we call it quits for this evening? And I'm gonna mark where we left off, creates mentally, so we'll start near the bottom of 37. Man, you're getting the keys to the kingdom, aren't you? All right.
So I'm sitting here thinking, and then I just remembered you cannot understand the all. So stop thinking and trying to figure it out. Okay. So I'm stopping myself right now. We'll just continue to read.
Yeah. And even if it's unknowable, there are signs of how it operates. There are teachings in looking at how things work. What is it, D, the rest of you, about the sacred symbols and certain shapes and things like that you'll see universally
Mhm.
in seashells, in how things grow. Um, there are inferences that can be made from looking at the handiwork of the all. At any rate, we'll explore some of those or see if indeed we're on the right track. Uh, worth spending a little time together tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
You can take back.
Yes.
You're very
Yes.
welcome. As usual, we're here for family discussion period. Uh, stay with me if you'd like to. And if not, I love you. And I'll see you guys again next time. All right. I'll hit
Okay.
the stop the
Thank
old
you, Jim.
record. You're welcome, dude. See you later.
Have,
Yep.
have a blessed week, everybody.